All right, hello and welcome to DotaBattles.com. I am Morbond, and here with me is my ever-present aspiring actress and brother, Despair.
I wasn't ready for the aspiring actress.
Well, you're an aspiring actress now. Good luck on your career after casting, because this is definitely going to fail. Anyway, tonight we have...
Is Despair. You never actually said my name.
I did.
You had one job, and you didn't do it.
I said Despair. Anyway, tonight we have Team Auspicious versus Soggy Bottom Boys. These are two teams that play Dota. If you
correct us far, yeah.
If you pay attention to the standings for Dota Battles Season 1, this 3 to 4K MMR League, we are in Week 5 here, and Team Auspicious is actually leading the pack with a total of 3 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw. Now that's not 0 losses overall. They actually did lose 1 game in their season opener versus Prime, but it isn't recorded as a loss on the standings. It all comes out in the points anyway. And
yeah, I mean, this has the potential to be the first game that we've casted, at least, that could be a roll. And I mean, I really like the players on Soggy Bottom Boys, and we have not casted any Auspicious team or Team Auspicious, whichever it is. We haven't casted any in their games, so we don't know for sure. But yeah, just looking at the standings, it could be really uneven. I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, same here, but there is always that possibility. Again, the idea is for neither team to have that sort of steamrolling effect on anybody, because
the match has been really even thus far.
Because it is a 3 to 4K MMR league, so if you don't fall within that zone, then you're not supposed to be in here to begin with.
Yeah.
But to finish up here with the standings for Soggy Bottom Boys, they are 1, 2, and 1 for a total of 3 points. So that's 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Not exactly a great record, but we have seen some very surprising things from Soggy Bottom Boys again in the season opener in Week 1.
Yeah, and maybe we'll see some good shit from them again tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. But then again, look at Auspicious's awesome logo. I don't even know what that is.
It looks like some sort of tattoo that one might find on like a person's back, like a bro tab. I'm not sure. There's a helmet visor there. So
sort of thing. It's the sort of thing that you would find on an Affliction shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's check out some of these bands. Wow, these picks are going pretty quick.
They're going quite fast. Yeah.
Yeah. Elder Titan, Nyx Assassin band by Team Auspicious or Auspicious Team.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll just call them Auspicious.
Yeah, I mean, Elder Titan is a solid support, potential semi-carry, though everyone runs him in a support, with Natural Order to give minus armor and minus magic resist. I mean, he can, with the Natural Order, he can hit like a truck. Nyx Assassin has been a very popular offlaner recently, although he can also be a hard support. He's good for ganking. Weaver has got a lot of late game carry potential, but needs a lot of farm. I mean, I get it, especially given that they picked up a Luna, who's the same thing, and so Team Auspicious might be hard-pressed to find that same sort of counter, you know? Like, if they had a Weaver and then Soggy Bottom Boys had a Luna, they could say, oh, well, we can play this game too. And then Clockwork, I love Clockwork. He's a great initiator, and I love seeing those wicked, 420 YOLO 360 no scope,
blaze it.
Yeah, blaze it. Skill shots. And then Team Auspicious has picked up Puck, who will probably. Oh my God! Again, back to back. They know what they're about.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. You know what?
Wow,
I don't even want to go.
And Soggy Bottom Boys. They picked their Enigma. Yeah, very quick lineup. Both teams seem to have some idea, some game plan in mind. I guarantee you they have been doing their homework. We've been broadcasting these games before. This is the 5th week now, and so there are a lot of odds out there of all the teams playing, and so they have to have a great opportunity over the past week, knowing who they're going to play and figuring out what to do about the different teams' strengths and weaknesses. All right, let's go right into
maybe. I mean,
if they potentially.
Do as we do, then they have no idea.
That is
they
absolutely
have no
true.
idea what anyone's doing.
As a matter of fact, Shikushu said, "Hope you're ready for my flip a coin draft."
Mm-hmm. I think that's solid.
Yeah. All right.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
So I'm going to start off on the dire side here with Auspicious, introducing the members. We have what the fuck, man? LV. That's what we're going to call him as the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, that's
Thuggles.
fair.
Thuggles as Disruptor, a drunk bear playing Puck, and Rain and Fire's Gyrocopter, and finally the team captain, Uncle Drippery, as Spirit Breaker.
30 seconds.
All right, and for Soggy Bottom Boys, on the bottom lane, we've got Ruby Ron on the Lion. Can't wait to see some big plays from him. Shokushu on the Luna. And, okay, so it's just going to be a two-man lane down there bottom. In the middle lane, we've got Dragon Knight, played by FPB. And then the top lane, we've got GG No Re on Tusk. And Chiron, or Kiran? Chiron? Whatever, on Enigma.
The battle
and by the way, I don't know if you got that, but I did say Shokushu's name correctly this time.
The first time. First time for everything. All right, as the creeps start coming out, Rain and Fire here in the top lane as the Gyrocopter is just trying to slow down the creeps, and they are going to do a 2 protect 1 with Gyrocopter being their protectee. Looks like Shadow Shaman and Disruptor going to support him.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried. It looks like Kiran is now, at the very least, rotating bottom. He may go straight into the jungle. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure how Tusk does in the off lane.
Solo off lane?
Yeah, but I would be a little bit scared. Because, I mean, Thuggles on the Disruptor, you get a little bit greedy, you get a little bit optimistic, or hell, you just think, well, I want some creep score. And then the Glimpse is going to bring you back. You've got the Shadow Shaman, who's great with the lockdown, the shackles, and the hex. I don't want to say he's definitely going to be first-blooded.
Not ready to make that call yet.
I would pay attention to the off lane.
All right, and we have what is Chiron doing here? Is he just making his way downtown?
Again, I think
Walking
he's making his
fast?
way. Yeah, I think he's making his way down.
They're like,
Yeah,
oops,
he's
we were
going
supposed
to
to
the
do
jungle.
we're supposed to do 2 protect 1.
No, I mean,
Just some.
tri-lane. And with Lion, they could, or well, I say tri-lane, but he will be there to help out if they need it. And I don't know. Again, for Team Auspicious, I don't know how Spirit Breaker does in the off lane. It's just not a thing that I'm familiar with at all. Which captain's draft, right? Am I right? But
look-
I mean, with Lion, you've got a lot of potential for kills just because of the Earth Spike into the Hex, and so that's another avenue. Like, really, we should just watch both of the lanes.
Yeah, at
we
this point,
we
the
should pay attention to all the lanes.
beer drinking phase up in the top lane. GG No Re on the Tusk, and looks like he's a little low on health. He's still got one tango left at least, so he can stay in the lane for a little bit longer. But if he keeps this up, they're gonna push him out.
Yeah,
Mid lane,
he's gonna need some help soon.
FPB on the Dragon Knight going for that double damage rune. Puck has been Drunk Bear on Puck has been pretty aggressive very early, and actually had FPB down quite a ways. But now a Drunk Bear is the one who's in a bad place.
He needs to watch out.
And that Dragon Knight though,
He does have his bottle coming to him, so he's got that going for him. So FPB's got a very narrow window where he could just really slap some dick around.
yeah. And by the same token, Puck does as well, a Drunk Bear, because that Dragon Knight gets tanky as fuck very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So much armor, so much health, just a lot of good shit going for him.
And see, here's the thing that Drunk Bear is doing, though, that could eventually get him into trouble. He's using his illusory orb offensively. And I don't blame him, because he's completely safe. Like, they know where everyone is. There's no one being called missing. But it'll be interesting to see as the matches progress, or as the match progresses, and we see the supports rotate a little bit, to see if he actually still uses the illusory orb offensively. Because you use it, and you don't jaunt, and you don't have blink, and then you can just get fucked.
Maybe it's just a
I'm
very...
not saying that he's going to, but like he's been pretty aggressive with it, as you have said.
And maybe it's just that they are so early. Nobody has their ultimates up or anything, so
I mean, it'll probably be a minute before people start rotating. Probably okay. Probably
Rage
Ruby
quit.
Rod on the line will hit level 6 and then try to make something happen. I mean, that's what I do, and I'm more than likely
Whoa.
way worse than everyone else here. Kind of like clockwork, same thing in my mind, at least. I may be completely off base there, but you hit 6 and you start moving around and try to make shit happen.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I saw that just kind of on the periphery. Bush League. Hey, that's something that you say. I mean, it's something that a lot of people say, but hearing Bush League makes me think of you insulting someone.
Yeah, well, I deal with a lot of Bush League motherfuckers.
Ooh.
Oh, good job, Drunk Bear. You're about to die.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, but the Waning Rift might have saved him. Nope. We're about to watch First Blood, I think.
There it is, yeah. Because FPB's got his bottle. Only have 424.
Well, got his bottle, got to the rune first, activated the double damage, and this is another thing about Puck. He can use the Illusory Orb offensively, defensively, and to get really good lane or rune control. But he doesn't have the wards to really do that, which is kind of surprising. I mean, they've got wards up in the bottom lane and in top lane.
But they don't have any.
But they don't have any rune wards. Yeah, and so he was trying to. He saw FPB missing. He was trying to get up there quick, and he fucking paid for it because he got beat with a punch.
Just a mistake. And can you see that illusory orb as it's shooting through the ether? Like, do you have vision with it?
Yes, I want to say that you do.
Okay.
Okay,
So
top lane, we've got LV and Thuggles smoked up and moving in for a gank on mid. Let's see if FPP feels it. He's got to feel it, because, I mean, Tusk, well, I don't know, he might not see this coming because his lane is pushed. I mean, this is really good timing by them. And with the offensive illusory orb, once again, he may go, oh, it's business as usual.
And he's down to almost half his health. He's going to dive underneath the tower here.
Of course, the lane's pushed out. Here comes Spirit Breaker over from bottom lane. They may tower dive the shit out of this right now. I think they're going to.
And he doesn't have his bottle.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Indeed. The Dream Coil spent. Oh, the courier! Get the courier out of there! If PP goes down, that was a lot of resources poured into that kill.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like I said, that Dragon Knight gets tanky as fuck.
Yeah. And it looks, there's a ward on the Ancients, and he can finally see the rune. So they're correcting that previous mistake. Top lane, Cheeto Ree getting a lot of harassment.
That's a nice aggressive ward placement.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna be able to see plenty with that.
Gonna get a lot out of that one. That's pretty good. I mean, and that's a good way to capitalize on that early gank there. Do something with it. Don't just. I mean, it's good that you got the kill. That's the primary
even if
objective.
it's just placing wards, why not? You're right. But of course, meanwhile, the good thing is that Shokoshu has had a chance to continue farming there in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and
which is what you want to avoid. And he's. Oh no! I missed that completely.
Yeah, me too.
Womp womp. That was Dragon Knight rotating up into the top lane, popping his ultimate, and they'll probably
bottom lane here, making some shit happen. Speaking of Shakushu on the Luna.
Yeah, speaking of Shakushu, I was going to say that's allowing him to sit there and farm while you make those sorts of rotations is exactly what you don't want to do. I mean, it's a necessary evil, but
avoidable. They
did a really great thing by immediately saying, hey, you know what? Let's go fuck up Shakushu's day now. And they did. So good job for Team with Fishes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Looks like they want to make something happen here on Rain and Fire.
But of course, the Soggy Bottom boys' runes will spot it out. Look, maybe LV's just scouting out the rune there.
There's a call down. There goes Rain and Fire.
Or Shokoshu is in big trouble again. There's a kinetic field by Thuggles, and a greater bash coming out from Drippery. And Ruby Rod's going to pay with his life with this as well. And the Puck even coming in. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
With little fuck you.
And a regen rune for his troubles. God, that hurts.
Straight back to lane, up against FPB.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Trippery.
So we're seeing a little bit of back and forth here, 3 to 4. Let's look at the net worth here. Puck at 3,200. Dragon Knight almost 3,000. And so there is definitely some parity there. But some of the rotations going on from Auspicious kind of make you realize why they are where they are in the standings.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. I mean, look at the ward here down in the Radiant Jungle. So they knew exactly where Luna was. They knew exactly where Lion was. And they instantly went on it.
Well, but
they got good intel, and they made good on it. Bottom lane, Shakushu spinning Eclipse. Nether Strike comes out from Uncle Dripper, though, and Greater Bash, and he's going to be dead. Of course, he also spent the Spirit Charge, so he might... No, he's just going to give it the old walk away.
Yeah, not
quite.
That's
very unfortunate.
But with these great aggressive wards by Auspicious, it makes you wonder why they weren't there to begin with. Were they just hanging on to them? Like, let's just save the wards until we have a good gank opportunity, and then we'll plant them deep in their butts?
Yeah, I think it was just a levels thing. Like, they're to the point now where they're definitely going to... I mean, you've seen them make those sorts of rotations and make those sorts of ganks. And I think they're like, hey, you know what? We're already driving.
Yeah.
We might as well just go the way. And so they were down there, and yeah. It's been paying off for them, and if they keep it up, it'll pay off for them even more. And I mean, Spirit Breaker is so good at being everywhere because of the Spirit Charge. Or I'm sorry, the Charge of Darkness. And even Puck is really good at being everywhere, just because the Illusory Orb and the Blink, which is... It looks like he's going for Blink as his first item. I mean, he's going Brown Boots, Bottle, and then Blink Dagger, it looks like. Bottom lane, once again, Uncle Drippery going on Shakushu. But Ruby Rod comes in with a clutch Hex.
It's like they're trying to make something happen top lane. FPB sitting up there. Invisible.
No less, yeah. But he's not going to be able to go on this.
GG No Reese saying either take care of these or let's make something happen. I don't know.
He might be trying to bait it out, but he doesn't have FPV doesn't have very long on his Invis rune.
Not anymore. He got up there with like 3/4 of it left.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not feeling just the two of them going in on the 3 on the top lane anyway.
I'm surprised they're not going in on Spirit Breaker. A big Spirit Breaker is a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and he is come mid. It's daytime, though. They should see him. Yeah, FPB should have seen him, and so he's going to back up. Of course, you got the little Eidolons pushing. See, that's one thing that Soggy Bottom Boys has going for them, is that their push is really good. With Shakushu, with Enigma and his Eidolons, and with Dragon Knight and his Dragon form, they can get some tower down really quick. Of course... On the other side, you've got the Shadow Shaman with his Serpent Wards that should also be able to really push down towers quick as well. I'm going to give the edge to Soggy Bottom Boys, though.
Yeah, if they play this right, there have been some weird decisions made thus far, but you never know, especially this early in the game. We're only just shy of 12 minutes in, and so we could go anywhere with it.
I mean, looking at Shakushu, he's thinking that it's going to go late, and he's picked up a Hand of Midas, a very greedy build. As I've explained before, and as I'm sure you know at this point, at the very least, you go with Midas, and you kind of gimp your, early to mid game fighting potential, and you say, I'm going to take this late, and I'm going to fuck everyone up eventually.
And I want to say he took the Hand of Midas on one of the very first game, actually.
Yeah, on the Alchemist,
on the Alchemist,
super greedy.
Well, it worked. It worked.
I know.
And so maybe that's just kind of their strategy.
Yeah.
Going on Thuggles. GG No Re.
Yeah.
The fuck out of Ruby. Sorry, Thuggles.
Thuggles, yeah. Meanwhile, Drunk Bear in mid lane takes out the tier 1 mid tower. And kind of run a GG No Re are going to try to do the same thing at the top, but oh my god, Uncle Drippery did not give a fuck. There was no hesitation there. But it's just a scare tactic. I knew it. Big fucking pussy. I would have gone in. He should have got in.
Just looking at the way the games have gone for Team Auspicious over the past several weeks, if they were to win this game tonight, even just one game, then I would definitely call out Nash because he's the one who put the teams together and say that he bet a lot of money and put together a pro team.
Bet a lot of money on the amateur DotaBattles League.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you get some
great
odds there. We got all 5 of them grouped up here in the top lane.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, Puck has got his Blink Dagger ready for some initiate. What is he? Who's that? Rain in Fire? Is that what I'm saying? He's got his Helm of Dominator. Does not have a Creep Dominated to stack any Ancients. It's actually very surprising. It always makes me kind of sad when you don't see that. It can be difficult, but it's really important because it pays off a lot. I mean, you've got a 3 or 4 stack of Ancients. And here we go, top lane. Here comes the call down. Uncle Drippery looking. Oh no, GG Nuri goes down. Chiron goes down. Shakushu's gonna go down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But
Fire goes down
to the back line. Yeah, he ends up taking Rain and Fire, and it's time for him to get out of there.
There's a 4-for-2 exchange.
Blink Dagger is gonna be off cooldown in 1 second, but he's got that haste rune, and he should be able to get out of there without any issues. Yeah. Yeah, that sucked. And here come the Mass Serpent Wards. FPP, what are you doing? No, get back! Is he waiting for the TPs? Yep, here come the TP reactions. So maybe FPP surely avoids a kinetic field. And here comes the snowball. Hits LB, hits Thuggles. There's the Walrus Punch. Thuggles goes to her. LB goes down. Thuggles will be next. But oh no, Uncle Drippery! Oh, that would have been clutch. It looks like Uncle Drippery is going to come down as well. Here's the call down, and it's going to whiff.
There you go.
Rain and Fire
with the first one.
Yeah, drops a Rocket Barrage, but there are people there to soak it up. Uncle Drippery still alive, finally goes down. Drunk Bear comes in for cleanup. Here comes another Rocket Barrage, but creeps everywhere. FPB, buddy, I think this may be it.
Run faster.
Yeah, run faster. Actually, no, they have to dive this. Wow, they're not. They're just going to take the tower and get out of there. I agree with that.
Yeah, especially with a line coming up like that. Ruby Rod saying, "Get off my man."
Yeah, it's so
FPB
hard.
runs back to the fountain.
It's so hard to get the taste of blood out of your mouth. It's like normally it's one of those situations where you either go in and you kill someone and you wake up next to a deer's bloody corpse.
Not again.
Yeah, not again. Or you go in and you just feed. You just die because all you could think was, fuck the tower.
I'm going to get this.
Fuck the other team, they're waiting.
He's so close.
He's only got 50 health. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times during a normal game I was like, I was just being greedy. Because you see my name up there and you see some numbers next to my portrait. Yeah, not good.
Yeah, meanwhile, Shakushu, he went down in the first part of that last engagement up at the Tier 1, but he came back down and secured the Tier 1 bottom tower, so that's good.
Interesting. Did he just
farm a little bit?
Did he just cancel that TP? Did LV just cancel that TP?
I actually did not catch it.
With the Serpent Wards? Yeah, it looked like Enigma was coming in. I'm not sure exactly what I saw.
Oh, wow. They got out LV, speaking of. Here we go. On to Thuggles. There's the Walrus Punch, and Thuggles should be down. He glimpses to try to buy himself some time, but there were too many other people around him. And really, that just helped GG No Re out, because now he can deny the tower with no problem. Thanks, man.
And we have an even game here.
Yeah, I mean, I was really concerned after that 4-man wipe up at the top Tier 1.
Yeah, but they had a strong regoose, like a strategic regrouping there. It wasn't just a
feed, it's what it was.
Oh, the initial, yes, of course.
Yeah, strategic feed.
We want to lull them into a false sense of security by dying by the handfuls to their might. That's the way I would have planned it, at least. In this lull after the storm, let's take a look at the graphs here. Difference in experience earned.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not
interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Oh, actually, I was looking at the net worth. I thought that's where we were going to go. Experience, 3,000. Soggy bottom boys. That's
And
You know
once
what?
again,
That is interesting. I heard
once
the
again,
charge of darkness. Darkness. I heard the charge of darkness by Uncle Drippery. He just ended up in a roach pit.
but looking at the experience graph and the gold graph, they're going in opposite directions, which I've seen more and more.
I'm good. What's going on? What's going on with the XP and the gold?
They're going in opposite directions. The experience is in favor of the Soggy Bottom Boys, and the gold is in favor of Auspicious.
I mean, even that's kind of surprising.
Just looking at the way things have gone, but maybe we're going into this game with preconceived notions about Auspicious's abilities.
That's possible. Meanwhile, GDRE middle lane with FPB smoked up. I think they're going to do the old loop around. But everyone's kind of backing up. Thuggles, you may be in trouble there, buddy. Yep, Ice Shards lands. There's the snowball and the Walrus Punch, and he is dead. LV needs to watch out as well. And LV is dead as well.
Sorry, LV. Call down is...
It's a zoning call down. It's a zoning call down.
I guess.
Ice Shards isn't going to hit anything.
Zoning Ice Shard.
Zoning Ice Shard. Zoning Illusory Orb.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
It didn't miss. It was zoning, all right?
It was zoning, exactly. Yeah, and there goes the tier 1 mid. Another great engagement. I mean, I don't even know if the smoke was necessary, but god damn it, it looks good. It looks professional when you smoke.
This is how Dendy would do it.
It's how someone would do it. And Enigma's got his blink. And that's one thing we have not seen thus far. We haven't seen a huge black hole. Actually, have we seen any black holes? And he's sitting on level 11. It's a second ranking black hole.
I want to say there was at least one. But
Uncle Drippery charging down the bottom lane. Ooh, that may have been a mistake. Oh. There's the call down to try to come back. GG Nari is going down quick. Oh my god, and Uncle Drippery, there's the finger of death onto Rain and Fire. Dream Coal comes down, FPB, another Rocket Barrage. Again, too many people there to split it up. There's a Dragon Tail on Rain of Fire, Shackle on Kieran. Rain of Fire is going to end up going down. FPB, oh, Illusory Orb clears him up. Drunk Bear running away. See, that's what you don't want to see. I mean, that was... I almost feel like that was... fuck, what's his name? Damn it. LV. I had it right on the tip of my tongue. I almost feel like that was him ulting himself with the Serpent Wards.
I don't know, but that entire engagement seemed a little premature. Like they weren't expecting it. It didn't seem that way, especially with Spirit Breaker.
Well, I mean, Drippery was using the charge to try to get down to lane, and he canceled it around here. And Tusk was just waiting for him. GG Nari was right there with the Ice Shards and then his, whatever that's called, Snowball. I was calling it Snowball. Turns out it's called Snowball.
What's that big snowball thing he does? Look at the items here. I saw some blink daggers. A Drunk Bear on Puck has a blink dagger.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Chiron has a blink dagger. Yeah,
that's a thing that you expect. Same thing with Chiron. Ruby Rod will probably eventually pick up a blink dagger as well. Okay, good. Rain and Fire here. He has been, and I haven't been paying attention to this, but he has been stacking the Ancients, and it looks like he's going to try to farm them up now. Uncle Drippery on his way to his BKB. Oh, has he?
Yeah, you look at the Ancient camp.
Oh, yeah, that's a solid stack. Getting wet just thinking about him taking that stack.
That's weird. So what you're saying is you don't have a solid black hole.
And they're doing the old 5-man Ancient stack.
Is that beneficial in any way? Is it possible at this level for one person to take care of it?
Throwing out the Ice Shards. The fuck you, we know you're there, Ice Shards. It's a lot of shared experience and shared gold for everyone on the team. So, I mean, ideally, you'd want just Rain of Fire sitting there doing it, and I think he could do it by himself. But, I mean, if they feel that they need that much more of an advantage, then why not?
All these fucking wards going on over here. They're really worried about Roche falling to Auspicious.
Oh, yeah.
If you
And then
lose one, you still got the
speaking
other.
of ancient stacks, we got Shikushu and FPP on the ancient stack. Not doing the 5-man ancient stack, but I mean both of those, FPP and Shikushu both could benefit from the farm. And I mean speaking of the ancients on the Dire side, I mean Rain and Fire, he was sitting much lower than Luna, and even with other people helping him with that stack and taking, supposedly at the very least some of the last hits, he is shot up on the list. Of course, Luna. With just him and the Luna and the.
Oh, we got something going on here in the middle.
Yeah, there's the Eclipse. Very quick Eclipse. Of course, the Static Storm comes too late. Thuggles, buddy. That is so unfortunate.
Yeah, you really gotta. If you're gonna do the kinetic field, you gotta pop them both in rapid succession for it to have a better effect.
Yeah, Thuggles was just trying to get the Static Storm off for the silence, and unfortunately, it was just a little bit too late. But as I was saying, Shikushu, with that ancient stack shared with FPV, he's now on the top of the net worth chart with 98.92. Looks like he's going to pick up his BKB next. And looks like, yeah, we'll probably see. Oh, Dragonite actually already has his BKB.
Does it tell you?
Rain and Fire also has BKB, and Drippery, who's charging now. He wants this. On to FPV. There's the kinetic fields go down, but Walrus Punch cleans up Drippery. A Drunk Bear goes down afterwards. BKB popped by Rain and Fire, but at this point, he's just trying to get the fuck away. GG no great Ice Shards. And he's going to go down. That was disastrous for Team Auspicious.
Yeah, not a good engagement there.
Yeah.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
That was...
You know Soggy Bottom Boys are celebrating right now.
That was very well played by Soggy Bottom Boys. That was solid. Like, I saw Drippery going in there, and I was like, oh shit, it's about to happen. And they just, yeah, they could not pull it out. I don't know. It may be that the Luna and the Dragonite are just getting a little bit on the big side now. And, I mean, after that fight, it's just going to continue. Here comes another Spirit Charge, or Charge of Darkness by Drippery, and, oh wow, that
turned into a frog.
Into the Earth Spike, and Thuggles.
Thuggles wanted to help so bad.
No.
Call down.
They wanted to do something. Here comes a call down by Rain and Fire. Rocket Barrage, again, too many people soaked up. There's the Hex on FPP, followed by the Dream Coil. Shikushu dropping his BKB. And, I mean,
running the fuck away.
Apparently the Dragonite is enough to push them off. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I mean, after you took that last fight, you don't want to just give up a bunch of kills, and everyone's low on health.
Well, and that's...
ends up cleaning up Ruby Rod and Lion down in the mid lane. And Rain and Fire is just going to go back to farming, which I think he should be doing.
That's one of the biggest mistakes. I was going to say that we've seen SBB make Soggy Bottom Boys.
We're saying they're welcome. Yes, absolutely. And they did it once again. I'm sorry, was that where you're going to go?
Well, more or less.
Okay.
Like that is something they do. I want to say that they didn't make the mistake quite as harshly this time. They were able to get away with a majority, I guess, of their dudes intact.
They screened their retreat.
Yeah, let's call it that. It was a zoning death, apparently.
But still, I mean, they got a lot out of the initial push. So hashtag worth.
Yeah, especially with those unprotected barracks up there. That's never a good thing. That's definitely got to put Auspicious on their back foot.
No, it's really, I mean, the tower, that sucks, but it's really the barracks. Like when they go down, then it's time for some fuckery. LV dewarding up at the top rune spot. I'm surprised he didn't deward the... Well, actually, they've already got a sentry ward down there. But I don't think it quite sees... No, it does not.
And maybe it's just because of the shit that just went down. But if you look at the items, Soggy Bottom Boys versus Auspicious, look at the TP scrolls. And
yeah.
Auspicious only has a couple, and all of Soggy Bottom Boys are ready to go wherever.
Yeah, I mean, that...
And I feel like...
That is a thing.
I feel like you really need to be ready to defend your base.
Yeah.
When inevitably Soggy Bottom Boys are going to dive in there again. I mean, I don't know.
Shikushu's got all his glaive levels up, and here comes the snowball, followed by the Walrus Punch. Drunk Bear is going to go down. Drippery comes in trying to do something, but Eclipse is popped. Rain of Fire pops BKB, hits the call down, hits a few, but again, too many people soaking up that rocket barrage. Come on, Chiron, black hole, black hole! Oh, he black holed, but then was interrupted immediately! Oh.
Look at that. That's a full wipe.
Fucking gypped right now.
That's gonna be
yeah, it was still fucking disastrous for Team Auspicious.
2 towers.
I mean, they're gonna get 2 towers at the very least. If they wanted to, they could also rotate down and take Roche. Team Auspicious would know what's going on because that's what I was talking about before that fight broke out. They've got a lot of ward coverage around the Roche pit. Oh, and you had also mentioned that earlier. And it would have been a good thing to get them on the right track. But unfortunately...
There you go, guys. You hit it and split it.
Is a drunk bear on Puck had just picked up his Scythe of Ice before that fight. But unfortunately, he was hexed up the entire time. He was just stunned and hexed and generally just kind of tied up.
Yes, as soon as he got there.
Fucked the entire time. That's really fortunate. And that's the sort of initiate you want. You know, you Illusory Orb in, you Waning Rift, you Dream Coil, you Scythe of Ice. And he got fucking called out on his bullshit, is what happened.
Alright, Auspicious is smoked up. They know that Soggy Bottom Boys are in the Roche pit.
They need to contest this. They need to contest this.
They got 4 out of 5.
There's the kinetic field, but the snowball instantly. BKB's go down. There goes GG. Thuggles, though.
Followed by Thuggles.
FPB is just doing so much damage. Shokushu. BKB's everywhere. And there's the Hex on FPB. Wow, this is actually, like, they're tanky enough that this fight is going at a very
slow pace.
Tactic pace. And there goes Rain and Fire. Here goes Uncle Drippery. Talk at this point. He's doing
the Serpent Wards.
Does take down FPB. Serpent Wards go down. And Shokushu, though, should be okay. Yeah, the Glaive's doing their work now. He's still okay. He's still gonna run away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't want to stick around if you don't have to.
That went pretty well for Team Auspicious, I think.
Well, they prevented.
Yes, 4 of them died, but they got 3 kills. One of which was on FPB. They prevented the Roche from being taken, and I mean, by the time that Soggy Bottom Boys gets back over there to do Roche, if they decided that they want to follow up in that manner, they should be ready to take another one. Of course, a lot of BKBs popped. At this point, I mean, it's not too bad. Rain and Fire sitting on a 7-second BKB. Drippery is sitting at a 9-second BKB.
Apparently, you cannot see that information from the screen.
There goes Drippery with a charge on a Shokushu in the middle. I guess that was just a fuck you, I'm still here charge.
I
instantly
guess.
Back.
Can we call it zoning?
I'd call it a zoning charge, yeah.
It's all curious for FPB on the Dragon Knight.
And he's going to be a problem. I mean, he's been a problem.
He's been a problem.
Yeah, but he's super going to be a problem now. Yeah, looking at the gold graph, I mean, Soggy Bottom Boys, they've got a 20,000 experience lead. They've got a little over 15,000 gold lead. The kills are 33 to 18 at 31 minutes, almost 32 minutes.
They're absolutely running away with it at this point. I can't imagine what Auspicious could do to stop this.
Lock themselves in their closets and cry.
Lie down. Try not to cry.
Cry a lot. And Soggy Bottom Boys smoked up. Oh,
Drippery shoots in.
Drippery's going to expose them all, but he paid his life for that exposing.
Is that the idea? Exposing?
No, that wasn't the idea. He saw, who was it? Kieran? He saw him moving up.
Are we still doing this? Kyron.
Yeah, Kyron, whatever. He thought that he was just going to catch someone out. And there goes Roshan down.
And of course FPB is going to pick that up. You basically always give it to the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, Luna has more farm, like on the net worth chart, but I feel like FPB is just doing more.
Well, look at kills, deaths, and assists. FPB 10-4 and 19, Luna 8-4 and 11. I know who I give the edges to.
Yeah. Of course, Shokushu did go with the Midas, and so the farm will come his way.
Greedy fuck.
Yeah, greedy fuck indeed.
It's It's all right. Like I said, it's worked for him before. It's apparently working for him now. All these lanes, well, except for the top lane there, they're pretty well pushed out in favor of Soggy bottom boys, and Auspicious is just sitting back at the base.
Wait, I've already forgotten. Did we agree on Chiron? Chiron. Okay. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Auspicious just waiting at the base, waiting for the inevitable showdown.
There are the ice shards. Yeah, I mean, with the Aegis, FPB is going to be able to break the base.
Yeah, that's a base breaker for sure. Oh, what, you don't want the Ring of Basilius? It's not gonna use that?
Huh?
Okay, that'd be
Scott,
cool, you know?
It's got other stuff coming, apparently. Or had other stuff coming? Well, that's a fun little courier. That's a friendly Jewish merchant.
What?
That's the Radiance courier.
Drunk Bear gets stunned,
He
hexed.
drops Dragon Form. There goes a snowball into Drunk Bear. There's a black hole. Catches LB. Fucking black king bars popped everywhere. So unfortunately, the Connect Field, the Static Storm do nothing. Thuggles goes down. Drunk Bear comes in, but I think that might just be to his death at this point.
Very effective mechanism by whoever has
and
it.
there's the GG.
GG called by Uncle Drippery. I don't disagree at all.
I don't disagree at all. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a great display by Soggy Bottom Boys. Awesome.
Especially given Shakushu's, well, to begin with, Shakushu's comment to begin with, ready for our coin flip draft. And then also, Soggy Bottom Boys had a lot of problems early on in the season, and I'm glad they've been able to bounce back from that, regardless of whatever their record is right now, which is pretty shitty, honestly.
But I mean, that said, this will be what, the third time casting Soggy Bottom Boys, first time Team Auspicious. I don't want to shit on Team Auspicious because I did expect a lot from them coming in, but I was secretly hoping that Soggy Bottom Boys is going to pull something out.
I could tell by the way you were talking.
I know. No, I mean,
it's a bad caster. That is not very pro of you.
Hey, listen, I can be biased just as long as I'm not like shitting on the other team
overtly biased.
Which I was.
Look at these idiots. which we've done, honestly. We have done that.
That is very true.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, great game one.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Should be a game 2 coming up here pretty shortly. Hopefully, this is a best of 2 series, and winner gets a point for each game. And that's good. This is Warbond along with
Despair.
There you go for Dota Battles. We will be back shortly.